007 First Light is an exciting and much-anticipated new video game in the James Bond franchise, currently being developed and published by the critically acclaimed studio IO Interactive, the creators of the Hitman series. The game is set to launch in 2026 and will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC through both Steam and the Epic Games Store. What makes 007 First Light stand out is its completely original story. Unlike most previous Bond games that are based on existing films or novels, this one introduces a brand new narrative that serves as a full-blown origin story. It explores how James Bond earns his famous license to kill and ultimately becomes Agent 007. You'll play as a 26-year-old Bond, young, driven, a bit reckless, and just beginning his career in MI6's elite 00 program. The gameplay is third-person action-adventure, blending stealth and combat in a way that reflects IO Interactive's signature style. Players will have the freedom to choose how to complete missions, whether through silent infiltration or more direct, action-heavy approaches. Based on the studio's experience with Hitman, fans can expect a tight mix of creative stealth mechanics and cinematic action. The game will take players around the world, from snow-covered mountains to sunlit beaches, offering a variety of rich and immersive environments. It's being built using IO Interactive's proprietary Glacier engine, the same engine used in the Hitman games. This powerful tech enables deep world-building, dynamic crowds, and environments full of detail and life. You'll also encounter both familiar and new characters throughout the story. Classic names like MQ and Moneypenny will return, alongside new characters including Bond's mentor, John Greenway, and a mysterious figure named Isola whose role remains under wraps. The game will also feature full professional voice acting to bring all of these characters to life in a believable and engaging way. 007 First Light is especially important because it marks the long-awaited return of James Bond to the world of gaming. Since the commercial failure of 007 Legends in 2012, fans have been waiting for a worthy Bond title, and this one promises to deliver.
Tell me, what do you do, James?
Lately, headhunting.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
Blood Message is a brand new single-player action-adventure game currently in development by 24 Entertainment, a subsidiary of NetEase Games. Officially revealed with a trailer on June 20, 2025, the game has already caught the attention of many players and critics thanks to its striking visuals, historical depth, and emotional themes. Set in ancient China, Blood Message tells a completely original and emotionally rich story inspired by real historical events, specifically the Dunhuang uprising that took place in the late Tang dynasty around 848 AD. Instead of focusing on emperors and generals, the game shifts the spotlight to ordinary people, unsung heroes caught in the turmoil of a collapsing empire. It explores their personal struggles for survival, loyalty, and purpose during one of the most turbulent times in Chinese history. You play as a nameless messenger and his young son, both of whom are swept up in the chaos of the Shazhou Rebellion. Tasked with delivering a critical message that could change the fate of their homeland, they must embark on a dangerous journey across hostile lands toward Chong'an, the heart of the Tang Empire. The path ahead spans 1,000 miles of rugged terrain, filled with environmental challenges, ruthless enemies, and the constant threat of nature itself. Blood Message is a third-person, narrative-driven action-adventure game. The gameplay combines intense combat, stealth mechanics, and survival elements, drawing comparisons to titles like Uncharted and Tomb Raider. It's a mostly linear experience that focuses heavily on storytelling, immersion, and emotional impact. Built with Unreal Engine 5, the game promises breathtaking visuals and highly detailed environments. The announcement trailer already showcased cinematic moments and realistic gameplay sequences, hinting at a world that feels both lived in and visually spectacular. To ensure authenticity, the developers collaborated with the Gansu Provincial Department of Culture and Tourism, scanning real-world historical locations, digitally recreating geomorphological features, and incorporating ecological details from the Hushi Corridor. This effort helps to bring the ancient setting to life with remarkable cultural and historical accuracy. At its core, Blood Message is about more than just survival. It's a deeply human story that explores themes of family, honor, sacrifice, and cultural identity. It aims to deliver not just an epic journey, but also a powerful emotional experience. The game is expected to release on PC and consoles, likely including PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. While no official release date has been announced yet, the developers have labeled it as coming soon. As the first AAA single-player title from NetEase Games, Blood Message carries high expectations. And based on early footage and its unique historical backdrop, it could very well deliver a cinematic and meaningful adventure unlike anything we've seen before.
没有我的帮助，你走不出这片沙漠。如果神不肯拯救我们的部族，那就让我来！
阿娘，等着我。
是对信使，每个人都做好了有去无回的打算。
Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is an upcoming single-player action-adventure game currently in development by Skydance New Media and set to be published by Playing. The project is led by Amy Hennig, the acclaimed creative director behind the Uncharted series, a fact that has significantly raised expectations for the game. As the title suggests, the story takes place in 1943, during the height of World War II. Most of the narrative unfolds in Nazi-occupied Paris, where the chaos of war sets the stage for the rise of an even darker threat, Hydra. Players will take control of 4 distinct characters, each with unique abilities, perspectives, and roles throughout the story. Captain America, the iconic American super soldier, fighting on the front lines against both Nazis and Hydra. He's a skilled hand-to-hand fighter who uses his signature shield in combat. Black Panther, the grandfather of T'Challa and the Black Panther of the World War II era. Azuri is agile, stealthy, and deadly, using parkour skills and advanced Wakandan technology. He initially clashes with Captain America, but the two ultimately join forces to confront a shared enemy. Gabriel Jones, an American soldier and member of the Howling Commandos. He's likely to rely on firearms and traditional combat tactics during missions. Nenali, a Wakandan spy operating in occupied Paris. She supports Azuri and plays a crucial role in Wakanda's intelligence network. Supporting characters include familiar names like Howard Stark, father of Tony Stark, and Julie, a member of the French Resistance. The game features an entirely original story set in the Marvel Universe, loosely inspired by the Black Panther Captain America flags of our father's comics.
Are you?
If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. So what do you want?
Answers.
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet is an upcoming single-player action-adventure game from the acclaimed studio Naughty Dog, best known for titles like Uncharted and The Last of Us. The game was officially revealed with a stunning cinematic trailer at the Game Awards 2024 and marks the studio's first entirely new IP in over a decade. Set in a distant sci-fi future, Intergalactic takes place roughly 2,000 years from now, in a parallel universe where advanced space travel has existed since 1986. This represents a bold new direction for Naughty Dog, a studio traditionally known for more grounded, human stories. Players step into the role of Jordan A. Munn, a seasoned bounty hunter who finds himself stranded on a remote planet called Semperia, a world that has been cut off from the rest of the galaxy for centuries. As the first person in over 600 years attempting to leave the planet's orbit, Jordan must rely on his skills, instincts, and determination to survive and uncover the mysteries that surround him. True to Naughty Dog's legacy, Intergalactic is expected to explore deep, character-driven themes such as survival, loss, belief, and even a new religion rooted in science. Creative director Neil Druckmann has revealed that the narrative draws inspiration from classic Japanese anime like Akira and Cowboy Bebop, setting the tone for a gritty, emotionally complex sci-fi story. Gameplay-wise, Intergalactic sticks to the studio's action-adventure roots, promising a blend of tense combat, environmental exploration, and puzzle solving. However, unlike the more linear structures of previous Naughty Dog titles, this game will feature hub-based explorable regions, offering players greater freedom and a more expansive world to uncover. The game will also include RPG-style progression systems, which could range from skill upgrades to more intricate development mechanics, giving players meaningful ways to shape Jordan's journey. Built using Unreal Engine 5, Intergalactic promises cutting-edge visuals, hyper-detailed environments, and fluid, realistic animations. The initial teaser already hinted at a visually breathtaking experience, further heightened by the announcement that the game's original score is being composed by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, the acclaimed duo known for their haunting work on The Social Network, Watchmen, and several major games. The game also boasts a star-studded voice cast, with Toddy Gabrielle taking on the lead role of Jordan Amon, Kumail Nanjiani playing a character named Colin Graves, and Tony Dalton in a yet-to-be-detailed role. Fan favorites Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker, known for their work in The Last of Us, are also confirmed to be involved, though their characters remain under wraps. Currently, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet is confirmed as a PlayStation 5 exclusive, with no official word yet on a PC or other platform release. As of August 2025, there is still no confirmed launch date, though industry sources suggest the game won't release any earlier than 2027. The 2024 reveal trailer was described as an early teaser, with development reportedly having started back in 2020. With its richly imagined world, cinematic flair, and a pedigree of narrative excellence, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet is shaping up to be a bold, unforgettable sci-fi experience. As Naughty Dog ventures into uncharted territory, literally and figuratively, fans are eagerly waiting to see how the studio redefines itself once again. Squadron 42 is a single-player, narrative-driven action-adventure video game set in the universe of Star Citizen. It is being developed by Cloud Imperium Games under the direction of Chris Roberts, the creator of the Wing Commander series. Although connected to Star Citizen, it will also be released as a standalone title. In the game, you play as a rookie pilot in the military forces of the United Empire of Earth. After joining the elite unit Squadron 42, you are drawn into an interstellar war against the alien species known as Evangel, as well as pirates and criminals. The main setting is the capital ship United Empire of Earth ship Stanton, which acts as your base throughout the campaign. Gameplay combines space combat with first-person shooting and exploration. You will pilot spacecraft in large-scale battles and participate in ground missions that involve on-foot combat, stealth, and interactions with the environment. The campaign features a mostly linear structure, but includes branching decisions that affect relationships and certain story outcomes. The story offers approximately 30 to 40 hours of content, focusing on character development, immersive environments, and emotional storytelling. Between missions, you can explore the ship, interact with crewmates, and upgrade your equipment. The game uses the Star Engine, a custom version of CryEngine, and emphasizes cinematic visuals, realistic lighting, and detailed motion capture. A major highlight is its cast of professional actors, including Gary Oldman, Mark Hamill, Gillian Anderson, Henry Cavill, Andy Serkis, and others. ArcheAge Chronicles, formerly known as ArcheAge 2, is a new online action RPG developed by the Korean studio XL Games, the creators of the original ArcheAge and published by Kakao Games. Built on Unreal Engine 5, the game promises stunning visuals and modern gameplay. Set about 50 years after the events of the original ArcheAge, the story takes players to the newly discovered, mysterious continent of Aurora, a land long forgotten but now being revived by settlers and trading companies seeking new opportunities. You play as an experienced explorer and member of an established trading company, stepping into Aurora's secrets, conspiracies, and adventures. The narrative focuses on discovery, exploration, and encounters with enigmatic characters, each harboring their own goals and mysteries, delivering a deep and engaging story experience. One of the most notable shifts in ArcheAge Chronicles is the transition from a traditional MMORPG format to a shared-world online action RPG. This means a stronger emphasis on fluid, combo-based real-time combat with dodging, weapon swapping, and skill chains tied to equipment, resembling modern action RPGs rather than classic MMORPGs. The gameplay is more focused and streamlined, with large-scale PvP sieges and open-world battles removed. Instead, PvP survives in competitive arenas and battlegrounds limited to smaller player counts, such as 40-player matches.
Perhaps you might become one of us.
Crimson Desert is a highly anticipated single-player action-adventure game developed by the Korean studio Pearl Abyss, known for creating the popular MMORPG Black Desert Online. Originally intended as a prequel to Black Desert Online, it has evolved into a standalone title with a more focused narrative. The game is set in a medieval fantasy world called Pywall, a beautiful yet brutal continent plagued by endless wars between rival factions vying for power. You play as Cliff, the leader of a mercenary group called the Greymaids. Haunted by painful memories and burdened with leadership responsibilities, Cliff and his comrades must protect Pywall from an impending catastrophe. The world is full of exciting locations to explore, mystical creatures, hidden treasures, and thrilling adventures. Crimson Desert features an open-world action-adventure experience, allowing players to freely explore diverse environments, from snowy mountains to lush plains and scorching deserts. The combat system is dynamic and intense, combining the fluidity and strategic depth reminiscent of games like Witcher 3 and Assassin's Creed, with detailed visual effects such as blood splatter and sparks flying when weapons clash.
For those who have died, for those who have survived, and for those who will live on, this is our mission.